we've talked about the position of the pelvis and orientation through the spine, and now we're gonna go into the legs. What do we do with the legs? So I also want to bring your attention to why we practice asana. So we might each have different reasons why we come to an asana practice, but one of the big objectives of an asana practice is to be able to come to stillness, to just sit down with ease and meditate and be able to do pranayama without fidgeting and our legs going to sleep and being uncomfortable, and just for it to be an effort to just sit upright, to just be without an effort. Okay, so how can we just be without effort and ease? So one big objective of doing an asana practice is all of that, and I hope that gives you a different perspective into asana practice. We are opening the hips, we are flexing the spine, extending, twisting the spine to open this highway channel, the Sushumna Nadi, the channel of the nervous system, open and available. Yeah? And all the asanas we do, whether it's a triangle pose, trikonasana, parshvakonasana, whatever it is, if there's no sense of orientation, then it's a pity. Because if you bring your attention to senses of direction, forces that are actively engaged while you're doing asana practice, then when you simply come to a seated posture, you don't have to really think about them anymore. They're just active and they're present. So this principle of when you're, for example, in a triangle pose, yeah, and if you have the sense of direction, my head going this way and my sacrum is going the opposite direction, all of that, when you come to a seated posture, then is already there, right? The ground is set. So now, the legs. You would ideally want, as if I put a drop of water, this drop of water is going to roll down my thigh, okay? So you never want the knees to be higher than the femur bone, yeah? Ideally, you want this angle of the femur bone and the hip to be open and going downward. So this applies to whether you are sitting at your office or your chair. Sorry, I don't have a chair, but you want the pelvis to be higher than the knees. So you don't want a low chair where the knees are higher than the thigh. Okay? And if you're not flexible enough, you want to put more blocks so that you sit in a way where the knees go downward. Yeah? And then a little detail, obviously you can sit in a lotus posture or simply roll the tibia, put the heel upward, and then you grab the other leg, the right leg, you kind of put, the toes in, and now you have one foot on top of the other. This kind of closes the chain and creates a different energy field of how prana travels through your body. Yeah, so we call it a closed chain. It's like a crossed-legged seated posture we can use for pranayama or meditation. Okay.